Happy Sunday for anyone who is watching this later or at any stage. I don't expect people to come on, but it's really good for me to do lives because when you're doing a live, you can't go back and change it. So today I've sort of dropped the ball a little bit in this group. I had like all these like great intentions and I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then like life just kind of gets a bit busy, and we can go through ups and downs in our life, and then it can lead to us having these high expectations of ourselves and wanting to do so much that then when we don't follow through, it almost like we get to this point of like a feeling of failure or like letting people down or whatever. That's what I experience anyway. So if anyone else feels the same, let me know. And today I wanted to become a bit more present, and my original intention with the group, as anyone who knows, is supporting women. Now I want to like support lots of people, not just women specifically, but I do have a passion around women and us really just like connecting with our bodies and becoming empowered, and I also think it's important for men as well. So what I wanted, the intention for this video is talking a little bit about like the mask we wear, and this is some work that I'm doing at the moment, and especially like today and yesterday actually felt really good, but before that I was feeling really down, and I realized I was wearing my victim mask. So when we're in victim mentality, it's like, poor me, life is hard, everything's hard, everyone's against me, nothing's fair, nothing's ever fair, and I get the raw end of the stick, which is totally valid. Sometimes we can, it's a valid emotion to feel this. It's just when we sort of sit in that and we rather than taking action to change things that we can change, we dwell in what we can't change. And it's something that is okay to sit in every now and then, and notice yourself when you are sitting in it. I noticed myself that I was sitting in my victim, and I was like, yep, I'm in my victim, but I realized it was actually my inner child screaming out because I'd doing all this deep healing work and like wanting to help others and wanting to do so much and putting myself out there and I was feeling like I wasn't really getting anything back from it, which is not really the whole point of doing this work. It's really obviously like there's good to have an energy exchange, but figuring out what the energy exchange is, and even if that is where you get to have that time to give to yourself. So doing stuff for our inner child is really important, and I like having naps every now and then. If you like having naps, let me know. Otherwise, and I watched a movie, and that was really like heartfelt movie. So what does your inner child need, and is that maybe do you feel like if you are in a wearing the victim mask, do you think it's your inner child reaching out saying that they need to to be seen and loved, and they need to be acknowledged? I had experiences where if I had tantrums when I was younger, I was ignored. Or not ignored, but it was like I didn't probably get the love that I needed. But how can you express what the love you needed when you're having a tantrum, And so even as an adult, I have adult tantrums, and that's something that just being aware of it is fine. So the 3 different masks for anyone who is interested is victim, persecutor, like the villain, I guess, and then the rescuer, which is also the hero, considered the hero as well. And so we wear all of these types of masks, as a rescuer, you might be someone who likes to save people. And so you're, this can also be if you're doing like a healing journey, you can be trying to save people and help them through their, you know, whatever they're going through, which is great if you have the desire to do that. But we can sometimes step in and try and fix someone's life without them actually fixing it themselves. And so it's like, in a way, it's if we can hold space for someone going through something and help them, encourage them to have the strength that they have inside to work through that, or help them with practical steps to help themselves get out of that. Because the one thing is, if we're constantly saving people, they're not learning the tools to get out of those situations themselves. And then the persecutors is, you know, blaming others for, you know, where are we blaming others for things going wrong in our life? Oh, it's because of this, or like we might manipulate our way to get the things that we want. Look, and these 3 masks, we all do them. We all have them in us. And so my invitation for you, if you're watching this far, is to see which mask you might be using, or wearing at the time. And so, yeah, then I don't know if I went through the victim one. I think I did, but poor me, and, you know, life's not fair. Yes, I did. So at what stage in your day, your week, or your journey, or wherever you are in your life journey, and what mask are you wearing at the time? And the key here is to be aware of them. And it's not like you necessarily have to change yourself, but just be aware that you might be sitting in one of these masks, and what is it benefit, what are you getting out of that at that time? And like I discovered with me being in my victim, I was obviously really tired from doing you know, putting a lot of effort into a lot of things that I was doing, that I was staying up late, trying to make content and stuff like this. And then my inner child was rebelling, and my inner child was like, you're not giving me anything, any love, no fun. And so then I went into this, poor me, you know. And so if you're finding that that's something that you're going through, maybe is there a part of your inner child that is not getting the love they really deserve? And sometimes we think giving ourselves fun and love is also can be slightly like harmful as well. So it's just like, you know, what is good for your inner child and what really helps you versus what might harm you, and you know, what might not feel so great later. So where I was going with this is, can you figure out what mask you might be sitting in at the time, being aware of it, and asking your either inner child or your higher self, or asking what's really on top and what do you really need right now. And is there a way you can shift from a neutral mask, which is just sort of our higher self, I like to say, where we have all the answers, have all the wisdom, and we're coming from like that inner wise guide, what they would do. I don't know if that's something that you can channel or that you can tap into or whatever, if that makes sense to you. And so, and what it might be that you need at the time. So I just thought I'd put this video in here, and for anyone that might find it interesting, let me know what battery mode, let me know what mask you are aware of, and And I'll also put like a little blurb in the comments of what the different masks are and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching if you did, and I appreciate everyone here who is like really acknowledging themselves and wanting to be better people, because I believe that we all do. We just sometimes need like a lighthouse to shine the way for us, to help us acknowledge that we have the lighthouse inside ourselves as well. So thank you, have a good day, and I am going to aim to be more present. Not making promises, but okay. Love.